going here.
That man, that place is coming along. Holy cow, that's crazy.
It's all your
Uh,
fault, man. Okay, we're recording.
cool.
Action.
Tony, first of all, thank you so much for doing this because you've been sending photos and we've seen it. It's blowing my mind what you're doing, and I'm super pumped about it. So we wanted to do this so everybody else could take a look at what you're building.
I was like, all right, I'm going to start small here. So I built this. This is my first attempt at Greeblies, you know.
That's awesome.
I wanted to try, and I thought, well, that's cool.
Yep, he may have started out small, but after 10 months worth of work, Tony took his room to another level. What's up, you awesome geeks? I'm Brian, this is the Smuggler's Room, and we are behind on about every project we have going. But that's a great thing, because it's giving us a chance this week to introduce to you an amazing build from our Geek of the Week, our good friend, Tony. Now, I had a chance to sit down with Tony for a couple hours and go through all the details of his room. I was able to find out where his inspiration came from, the different tips and tools and techniques that he used to create an ultimate Star Wars office. Now, Tony's awesome room didn't happen overnight. He started off slowly by taking sections of it at a time. He was able to work in pieces that he collected while adding a unique aesthetic to the office. He may have started off small with a couple of different design elements, but it didn't take him long to fully expand into the rest of the room. This next addition to his office might be one of my favorites. So let's have Tony explain the process for it.
And I started thinking, I was like, what do I look at every single day as I'm working?
Right.
And it's this, wall here. And so I started looking for some things. And so I kind of drew this out in Illustrator. And obviously it's not exactly, there's a few things that
you even gave a
changed.
glow to your LEDs in Illustrator. That's just awesome. I mean, you could have this. You could have this printed like at a high-end type of printing company. It would look amazing.
And I created this animation with the Millennium Falcon and some, moving graphics, motion graphics and stuff. So I took a still of that and stuck it in here. And down here at the bottom here where the grid is, you see where all the wires and stuff are?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
That's actually the wiring for the LEDs.
Oh, wow. And just leaving it visible.
Yeah.
Oh, man. My light bulb just went off in my brain. You're going to see that in an upcoming project. We're going to call it the Tony conversion. Because, man, I was looking at that. I'm like, where do you get all the wires? And then, that makes total sense.
You know what I love the most? It's just talking geek and sharing information back and forth with you guys. We all have different projects. We all have different things that we've learned how to do. And it's amazing to be able to share those tips and techniques with one another that we can use in our own projects. Something else Tony shared with me, everything that you've seen in his room thus far, he did with basically a jigsaw and a small bandsaw. I mean, beveled edges with a jigsaw. You're the man, Tony.
So next is the panel. So back a little bit, if you look to just below the green monitor there's a space, and it's basically a slot to put a computer in, a PC. Yeah. And I wanted to cover that up. So I started laying out some Greeblies on some MDF, some more your Greeblies as well. And and I painted it, used that same technique of the multicolored taping it off and adding different layers. And then of course I painted all my Greeblies and used my soldering station to hook it all up, and there it is installed.
There you go. Look at that. Completely changed it.
Yeah. However, I did put it on hinges, so it still is functional. I can still use that copy.
One great thing about this office project is the use of all different types of materials. Yeah, Tony's fallen victim to collecting bin after bin after bin of junk. Well, junk to some, treasure to the rest of us. He's using these parts in this project and all these random bits to take the project further and further, adding more and more detail. Enough detail that I would love to have to go to work in that space every day. The one thing I've learned about room building is it's almost impossible to stay contained to one area. Just ask my wife about the basement and now the shop. You will inevitably start to grow further and further out from where you started, and Tony is no exception. So for Tony, he went out and got himself a piece of history for this next section. He found the lamp used in those iconic Millennium Falcon hallway lights. You know the ones I mean. He was able to mold and cast him a set that he added to the next section of the room, where he tried out an old technique that a friend of mine once showed me.
To learn the Mod Podge technique.
The Mod Podge paper towel technique. I learned that from Greg Dietrich, who built a full-scale Millennium Falcon. That's who I learned that from, and he was incredible with his build, and it's just such a good technique. It works wonderfully. It's a pain. It takes forever.
It is so messy. You don't mention that in your video.
No. Oh, man.
I got halfway into this, and I'm like, man, I got this stuff everywhere. Brian didn't say anything about that.
The Falcon walls around Tony's window turned out awesome, and he was able to construct a great-looking panel to go right along with it. The lighting above and the additional pipe work all add to details that continue to bring this insane geek story to life. There's a lot going on in this little office, but from the outside, you'd never know it. But if you dig into reference images, screen caps from the films, or even concept art, you can find an endless amount of inspiration for a wide range of elements that you can add to a room like this. Believe me, once you get addicted, you'll find it never ends.
So I don't know how well you can hear this. I'll crank it up. Can you hear that? The
I
sound?
can. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to jump into light speed here. This is something from you. I just love the fact that I can take my, animation skills and apply it to my physical builds that I'm learning. So, I just can't even thank you enough for the inspiration. It's been so much fun doing this. And, I even had a presentation for work a few weeks ago, and I work in IT. And so I told my boss, I was like, is it okay? Am I going to be on screen? And if so, is it going to be okay if this is in the background? And he's like, sure, most people are in IT or geeks anyway, or, at least appreciate it. And so I come on and I wait and to turn the video on until it's my turn, right? And it's the whole department. And man, the chat started blowing up and everything. It was just so much fun. I found out so many more people are Star Wars geeks than I ever would have known,
Yep. It helps pull them out of the woodwork, man.
Right.
Well, I can't tell you how much we appreciated seeing all the work as you've been doing this. And you don't realize that this kind of thing makes me want to get back to work right now. Seeing that you did all this, and And people always say, well, I don't have a fancy tool for this, or I don't have a fancy tool for that. And you went out, you got a couple of things and just got after it. And it's incredible. It makes me so inspired to go do stuff. It makes me want to work that's much crazy. Harder on stuff. That's really
cool,
it.
Man, that we can inspire each other, because I mean, again, just nonstop. You, Rob from Genesis Custom Sabers, James from Rebel Base Build, Whitey from Whitey's Wicked Workshop.
Yeah,
he's doing some really cool stuff.
Incredible stuff. Yeah.
And who else? I think that's well, and then of course Adam Savage is phenomenal. Sure. Right? Yeah, I watch
the maker movement of all these different people that are sharing their passions for doing this. The community just keeps growing, and the room build revolution, as we keep calling it,
right?
People are doing this, and especially now, like you mentioned, going through the pandemic and not being able to see family or friends like we used to. You got to have something that keeps you sane, right? That keeps you motivated. Yeah.
Something that's fun, something that takes your mind off of the craziness,
Yeah, totally. Even when you're done, you'll never be done. I guarantee you.
No. Yeah, I know that already. I've already accepted that fact.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for sharing the work, and it's just great. So great.
Thanks so much for, allowing me to be a part of it, man. And again, thanks so much for the inspiration. It's really been great, a lot of fun.
Tony, it's a great room, and I can't thank you enough for sharing it with all of us. Much appreciated, my friend. Now, no matter what you love to make, no matter the medium you choose, the genre you like most, the tools you have, I want you to take some time and spend it with your imagination. I want you to get out there and build something out of nothing.
Oh, that's what a great place to go to work, man. That's awesome. I know. I'd have it lit like that all day too.
I do.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I come down in the morning, turn it all on, leave it on all day, and